need I need to get these scheduled a little out so I can make a small little thumbnail for every time we do one of these. Oh well. All right, we are live.
It's up and on.
Yep.
All right.
Up and at them.
Hey, you two. What's going on? Jay, looks like Christopher. Sorry, I'm not feeling too well.
You all right?
I don't know. Do I look okay?
No, you look like you're in a lot of pain.
Fuck, I think I'm coming down with something. I think I running a little hot. Might be World Cup fever.
Oh shit! Woo!
I'm England till I die. I'm England till I die. I think I am. I know I am. I'm England till I die.
Man, I just realized how white I look on Skype.
Don't worry, you're really white in real life too.
Yes, it is World Cup time. Wait, Jay, World Cup in November?
Nope.
What is this?
We're not gonna talk about Qatar a whole lot here. So,
No, but it is weird that we have the World Cup in 2022. But yeah, we're here in it's World Cup time. Can't believe it's been 4 years. 2018, France won the last World Cup. They're coming in defending champions. They beat Croatia. So I'll be interested to see how far France can do. Will Brazil come back? They haven't won a World Cup in 20 years. Can England finally win it? Let's talk World Cup.
all right. Well, let's go group by group here.
Absolutely.
You want to go in groups in order, or do you want to go best group to worst group? Let's go in order.
Let's go.
Let's go in order. It's easy.
Yeah, let's go in order because yeah, let's go in order. All right, we'll start here in Group A where we have the home country of Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands.
Well, this one's fairly easy here on who's going to walk away with the win and who's going to walk away on not making it.
Yeah, I tend to agree here. I think the second place could be an interesting battle, but for me, it's I don't think it's going to be too difficult. We never know though.
Now, Netherlands are walking away with this group. Qatar, they're going to have three losses and they're going home. Luckily, They don't have too far to go.
That's true.
Second place, I agree though. I think it's going to be really, really even. I think they're. I like how gritty Ecuador is every World Cup.
They're a tough out.
It comes down to really one player, Sadio Mane, for Senegal. So that's my tie break in an otherwise even series is coming down to a player, and I'm going to be saying that a lot in this video.
That is a fair point, and when two teams are equally matched, it's typically who has the best player. That's a pretty good general thumb in sports in general, and team sports. But I'm gonna go Ecuador at number 2. Like you said, they play really well in the World Cup. They have a game that really does well in the World Cup, so I will go Ecuador at 2. I assume you're going Senegal at 2.
Yeah, I'd be happy if Ecuador went. I have friends down there. I'd be happy with that. That's who I'm going to be cheering for, and I'm hope I'm wrong with my prediction.
Absolutely. So just to recap, Jay picked We actually both picked the Netherlands to win the group probably handily. I have Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar. You have I have Senegal. Or you have Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar. I have Ecuador, Senegal, Qatar. God, I fuck shit up all the time.
For taking the time to clarify that in the worst way.
Well, I'm ready for football, baby.
All right, Group B. I think Group B is very similar on how it's going to play out. Obviously, England. I mean, that's an easy one. I think England is one of the top 5 teams to look to win this whole thing. Harry Kane and Sterling up front. Nobody's going to be able to match the scoring. With Pickford back in net, they're getting good goaltending. Their defense is stronger. they're not outmatched on the roster in any position anywhere against any of these teams.
No, this is a really fun group that you know, supposedly this is all kind of random. It's not random, but it is random. You know how they do that weird polls. This is such a weird group. And, you know, you have, like, kind of natural rivalries. England, Wales, England, United States, Iran. It's a very unique group. So I do like that. I actually appreciate this group for what it is. I agree with you. England is going to take the group. Last time England and the United States win the World Cup, they draw. That was a really good match. That England probably dominated, but it was a really fun match. I see that happening again, but a lot of what's going to happen for the second place team in this division is which United States team shows up. There was a time where they looked pretty good for a while, especially in the World Cup qualifying. They actually kind of looked up more to their potential, which is not a World Cup winner, but a quarterfinalist potentially. And then lately they have looked like complete garbage. So it's going to come down to which United States team, because I think they're the second best team in this group pretty easily. It's just going to be how they show up.
See, I disagree with you there. I have U.S. coming in third. I do like Christian Pulisic for him. Iran's no shot. I'm taking Wales. I'm taking a UK.
You are going all UK. I will go. I'm going to stick with the good old US of A. And I'm probably going to regret
it. I mean, U.S. They didn't even qualify for the last World Cup, and I don't know that they've really improved a whole lot from that.
I guess we'll see. I mean, that was a disaster last World Cup.
I mean, everybody was expecting them to qualify last time, if that's any consolation. But
well, they should. I mean, it's not even about expecting. It's like CONCACAF is not a good league. I know. Teams tend to surprise coming out of that group, but United States has to they should be a lock. Like it's like them and Mexico should always be locks, but they fucked up.
Well, we agree again with first and fourth and disagree with our second place for two groups in a row.
Indeed.
And I think we might be there again in Group C. I've started it off. I'll let you start it off with C, see where you're at.
Absolutely. Well, you know, again, the number one team, and probably maybe the best team in the entire World Cup coming in, Argentina. They're going to win this group. If they don't, it's going to be a massive upset.
I don't see them as the best team coming in.
It depends who you talk to. It's arguable.
And that's pretty solid consensus. Brazil's the number one.
Yeah, but Argentina beat them last time. I don't know if it's last time played, but in the Copa America Finals, they were the last team to beat Brazil. So something to keep in mind. Boom! I know my soccer. I know my football. Sorry. Number 2 is hard for me because I don't think it's gonna be the Saudis. I think they have a decent team for coming in, but it's gonna be down to Mexico and Poland. To me, it seems like it should be a Mexico number 2 finish, but sometimes when they're expected to go number 2, that's when they fail. So I got Mexico at 2.
Their best player, Jimenez, I don't know if he's going to be in or not. Without him, he's their best player, and I still think Poland's got a slight edge even with him in. So with him out, I have Poland. Lewandowski is my player to watch there, and I have Poland going there. So we're 3 for 3.
We are. This is interesting. So far, I mean, there's got to come a point where we're going to end up agreeing, or we're going to have a massive disagree somewhere.
Well, I have a feeling our agreement comes here in Group D.
Yes, France, Australia, Denmark, and Tanzania. Well, France. That's it. Tunisia. Yeah. Why do I?
Ton of Asia.
Tunisia, I hear the word Tunisia. They're talking about, but when I see their name, I can't pronounce it properly for some reason. But no, yeah, France is the obvious pick. Again, defending World Cup champions coming in. So you gotta expect them to do good here.
They have the better up-end talent there with Kanté and Mbappe. Their elite talent's better. I wouldn't be surprised with a Denmark upset, with Denmark coming out at first, but I do have France at first, Denmark too.
I agree with that. I don't want to sleep on Australia because they've outperformed their expectations sometimes in the World Cup, but I think unfortunately for them, I think they're going to be a distant third.
I don't even know if they're in third. I just don't think Australia and Tunisia. I don't think they really matter in this group a whole lot.
Do you got Tanzania and Australia in that order?
I have them in a. My notes are doesn't matter.
Yep, fair. I guess it does come down to just the top two ultimately. So we do agree. France, Denmark are our top two. You think Denmark could pull the upset, which is
they're capable of it, but it's not my prediction.
No. All right, now down to Group E,
the worst group.
Do you mean that by like actual worst group, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got Werner for Germany, who's good. Spain is really old, and they have been showing it for a while, and they're not getting any better. They're the two teams that should walk away with this. Costa Rica and Japan, they're just not good enough to keep up with that, but they're in a weak group, so who knows what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised to see either of them make it through, and either Germany or Spain not making it. If both Germany and Spain got eliminated here, it wouldn't be the biggest shock, but that's definitely, I do have Germany and Spain.
What order?
In that order, Germany, then Spain.
Yeah, I'm torn on here because I'll start with Germany. They can't have the performance they had last World Cup. That was such a disaster for them. And not making it out of group stage, which probably has barely ever happened for them. So I can't imagine that they will do it again. I think they're going to come out on fire and look like Germany that we would expect. But Spain, on the other hand, like you mentioned, they are old. They're kind of resting on what there used to be, and it's. I'm gonna go with an upset here. I'm gonna go with Costa Rica.
You got Costa Rica going in, huh?
Costa Rica plays well in the World Cups. They've had success.
Do they play good in the World Cup, or do they play well against the U.S.?
No, they've made some noise in World Cups. It's not coming out of nowhere with that one. What was it? And they were. In 2014, I guess I'm still 2014. I thought it was 18, but 2014 they won their group that included Uruguay, Italy, and England. Italy and England underperformed massively in those, but and they made it. I think all the way to. I thought they made it all the way to the quarters. So.
Well, just on that, what group is Italy in?
I don't think they're in the World Cup.
Oh no, they're not.
Speaking of European powers on the decline,
mighty have fallen hard.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. But we do disagree on that one as we head here into World F or Group F. This should be a 2-horse race.
Man, I disagree highly on that.
But I think this is a really good group overall, though. Belgium's really, really good. Another team that is, in theory, incapable of winning the whole thing. Croatia made the finals 4 years ago. Canada has looked really good at times. This could be a really good group, but I do think there's some gap between Croatia and Belgium and the rest of them.
Well, I have Canada taking this group.
Oh, you have Canada just saying fuck it all and.
Yeah.
First time World Cup in a while, you're like, yep, we're going with the Canadians.
I think they have a lot of speed this year. I really like Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David in there. I do think they're going to be slept on a little bit, and just not getting up and ready for the games as well. And I don't think talent-wise they're as far behind. So that whole sleeper aspect to it, I'm going to give Canada. That's my big surprise shocker pick of the whole tournament is Canada taking Group F.
Yeah, fair. I'm going chalk in this group. I got Belgium and Croatia. Who do you have your second one?
Well, I do have Belgium taking 2. Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard are just top end. Croatia does have Modric. I really like Morocco too. I do, but they just drew a tough group.
It's a tough group. It's one of the best groups out there.
This to me is the second best group.
It's a damn good group. Have we made it to the first group yet? I don't think so, right?
No.
I didn't think so. Foreshadowing. As we head into Group G, Jay, who do we have?
Well, we have Brazil, who has 14 wins and 3 draws in their last 17 games. They're ranked number 1 in the world going into this. They're the hands-down odds favorites. Marquinhos, Thiago Silva back on defense. They have Neymar. This group has a lot of talent. They have a lot of speed. They're very deep all over the field. They should shit stomp this group.
Yeah, this is a fairly weak group outside of Brazil, and I'm struggling with who I wanted to here.
I think there is a gap between 1 and 2, but I don't think that there's a gap between 2 and 4.
Yeah, those 3 teams. I think it's going to be a bit of a dogfight between all 3.
I have Cameroon coming in at 2, Switzerland 3, then Serbia. But really, you could give them to me in any order, and I'd be like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Cameroon, I think, is the fastest and the only one that's going to be able to keep up with speed with Brazil. Switzerland has Xhaka and Shaqiri. They have the talent. Serbia's got the more well-rounded team to compete. So I think those are the ways that they can compete. But again, it's taken like the strengths of all these 3 teams is what Brazil is in their own.
Right. I think I have Serbia because of that completeness factor. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I agree with Brazil. I think they should shit stomp. But realistically, Brazil's tournament doesn't start until we get to the knockout stage. They are the best team coming in, but they are under the most pressure out of any team going in.
Yeah, and I mean, for how they've been performing for a while too, like they're just not up to par for where they expect to be for quite some time. Group H, then, that's our only left, and we haven't gotten to the best one yet. So, well, saving the best here for last. I do think this is the best group. Korea Republic, they're out. They're not in this conversation. Uruguay, Portugal, Ghana. I have Ghana as the team that's out in this. They don't have any elite talent. They're a very good, solid team all around. They don't have the elite players. You have with Uruguay, you have Bentancur, you have Suarez, you have Nunez. Portugal, you have Ronaldo, Neves, Bernardo Silva.
My concern with Portugal. My concern with Portugal is Cristiano Ronaldo is a big name, right? He's a big name. He's been ultra talented, been amazing throughout his career. This last year, 2 years has not been good.
Well,
and he's almost
the last World Cup. He's got to realize that.
I agree with you. You would think so, but I'm genuinely concerned with his attitude right now, and I would imagine this could help it, at least for Portugal, but I have my concerns. And plus, he's just not been performing. He is, 39 years old, 38 years old. He is up there. But I agree with you. Portugal's got too much talent. I think Ghana makes a run. I don't think they get it. So I have Uruguay, Portugal.
In that order?
Yep.
I got Uruguay, Portugal as well.
that is the group play aspect of it. We doing the knockout rounds? We're gonna get right to the main predictions.
Are we gonna go round by round playoff style here?
We can. I'm kind of letting it up to you.
Again, I think we talked about who we have moving on. I think once you get past the group, I mean, you have the top teams going at it. Come up with 4 teams. Who do you think are the 4 that you'd want to see, regardless of where they're at in the playoffs? I know, like, we could have 2 of these teams theoretically play in that first round and then they're out, but
right. Okay, so not including where they are, just if I had an ideal World Cup.
Yes, your top 4 in an ideal situation.
Well, I'm going to be a bit of a homer. I would love to see the U.S. in the Final Four. I think that would be help the game grow in this country a lot more. Again, this is just who I want to see. It's not going to happen. It's
like,
not.
That's a huge homer.
It is, but you're asking me who I want to see. That's the point of this. You didn't ask me who I think's going to go.
Okay, I did. What I meant to say and what I said did differ. You got
okay.
You got me on a technicality. U.S. is one of your 4.
Now, if you ask me for a real prediction, the U.S. is not one of my 4. So, if you're giving me a real prediction here, I really would like to see a team outside of Europe or South America make a run. They have dominated for so long. I'd like to see Mexico and/or Canada make that run. I think Mexico's got the experience that possibly do, but not really. Canada's probably got the better team. I would like to see one of them two make a run. I'm going to go with probably the better team overall, Canada. I think they can make that run, even though I didn't pick them. But if they're going to get there.
I don't even have them making it out of the group stage, but you have them in the Final Four. You got a magical bracket.
No, no, I am the one that don't have them going out. You have them as your top team in that.
I do have them as my top team, but you took Belgium and Croatia, didn't you?
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, legit top 4. I'm still going homerism, so I do think England's going to make a run. I mean, they were in the Final Four last time. So it's not about losing in crazy, unique ways. I think they make that run. Obviously, Brazil it should make it. France, I think, has a great shot at making it once more. And they've been close. And they've been close before, and I think they finally break through. I think Belgium makes it.
Yeah, well, we agree with 3 of them. I like France and Brazil in there. Argentina, I think, is just really good, and I think this is kind of one of their last shots at it before they have to start developing a lot of younger guys.
Yeah.
Where France, they're a pretty young team going through it, so they should be in this position for a while.
Indeed.
I have Brazil, France, Argentina, all ultimately losing to your World Cup champions, the Lions. England.
You got England. Can they pull it off? I mean, after the Queen passes on, wouldn't that be something else?
It's been so damn long. I've never been alive for one.
That's true. Well, I mean, when it's been dominated by Brazil and Germany, I think Brazil takes it. I as much as I don't want to see that, they're that team, dominant team.
Vegas agrees with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people that don't like to pick chalk sometimes, but their team's just too damn good, and it's.
I think
it might not be close.
I think Vegas has them at 4-1.
Wow.
To win. Like,
That's insane.
That's a little too good to be saying, hey, this is the winner here.
Yeah.
But they've been that dominant for
a while now. Well, it's going to be a fun World Cup. It's a month. If you don't know, it starts November 20th, goes through December 18th. It's going to be a good one. A rare fall/winter World Cup. And then in 4 years, we have the expanded World Cup in North America, effectively, hosted by all three of Canada, U.S., and Mexico,
where everybody makes it.
And you get a team, and you get a team, and you get a team. I'm gonna be very curious how they do that. I haven't looked into it, even if they decide how they're gonna do groups. Is it gonna be more groups? Is it gonna be more teams added to the groups? I'm very, very curious.
Response to Italy falling out, they want them back in.
I think it was a response to the U.S. failing, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But the U.S. and Canada and Mexico are probably going to get automatic bids anyway, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Automatic bids. It's crazy. But yeah, unless it comes down to penalties, England for the win. If the penalties are involved in any way, I am revoking my prediction.
What, England and penalties don't get along?
Yeah, there's something about it. I don't know. I've heard the ball off the fucking crossbar from across the fucking Pacific.
From the Pacific? Holy shit, that goes around the east side. That's not even going around the Atlantic. You're all the way. That's impressive.
Well, they don't all take place in England.
I know. I'm aware. I don't know what.
I just went with the bigger of the two oceans.
Fair. I have no idea what World Cup that happened in, so that's why I'm saying that.
All of them?
Oh, yeah, fair. All right. Anything else to add?
Oh, that's it for the World Cup.
That is the World Cup. That is your 22 completely factual, not objective, but we picked different teams, so figure that one out. World Cup predictions. I've been Christopher. That has been Jay. I'm sorry. That has been Jay. Until next time.
Until next time.